Good day, good eve, good all to all, my lovely connoisseurs of the culture. I am the lovely voice you can't forget, known in many worlds, realms, and dimensions as VitaminDGR. I hope everyone's doing well this lovely day/night. Welcome back to the beautiful, mysterious, and quite frankly, emotionally strong world of Tor Dawn. Hope everyone's doing well this lovely day/night, like stated. I will give you the happy recap, and by recap, I mean I'm going to tell you that last episode was extremely stressful because yours truly didn't save and miraculously was able to pull that off. But last episode we finished chapter 6, trying to remember the chapter numbers, and it was rough. It was rough. Well, I mean, there were some good moments. We went through the mountains and discovered this bandit camp, which we ended up running into. I can't seem to remember her name. I'm really spacing on her name. It was the elfish-like woman that we encountered way back when. I know once I see... Don't we have her name? Hold on. I can't remember her name. No. Liru. Yeah, that's right. Elians. That's who we encountered last time. I kept thinking elvish for some reason. We encountered Liru, who we helped before because she was trying to get medicine for her son, which turns out is not actually her son's son, but just a member of her village. And it actually ended up king in spades because he encountered not just him, but a number of others who have made shelter in the mountains. And everything was nice. We even got to see some other Gweegly, and there was a bit of a moment where there was a bit of concern, rather, between both, sorry, I'm spacing here. I don't know what's wrong with me. Lately today, I've just been unable to think straight. There's been a moment between both Bleddyn and, why am I forgetting my own character's name? Carys. What the heck is wrong with me? There was a moment between both Bleddyn and Carys where there was a moment where they were talking about whether Bleddyn should leave to go with the other Gweegly that is encountered. And, well, Carys was like, well, I mean, if Bleddyn wants to do it, I can't really stop him. And it seems the two don't exactly want to leave each other. And if we're talking on the aspect of emotional strengthening and bonding, it seems Bleddyn and Idwal have finally managed to mend some of the holes in their relationship. Bleddyn just kind of threw out of nowhere, yeah, I'm the werewolf, I'm the Gweegly that you encountered way back when. And Idwal was like, huh, you know, it makes sense. How long have I been a fool, right? So it was really, really, really nice to see these two, both sides of these relationships getting together. And honestly, it was really beautiful. And of course, in typical fashion, as I've understood this game somewhat, just when we had a nice, sweet, beautiful moment, something had to just spit in my face, tear my heart into pieces, and make things more problematic. Because unfortunately, Lord Thornfield's men came here, started attacking the village, and pretty much was about to slaughter so many people and take Idwal. But luckily, through the combined power of both Carys and Bleddyn, which, mind you, my build was not really the best on, we were able to handle it. Granted, it was stressful, and again, that's hence why I really need to start saving more often, but we managed to do it well. And hopefully this episode, we can look to the road ahead, get to Llanllwch, I think that's still where we're going to, get some answers, and maybe possibly stop Lord Thornfield, who I'm pretty sure is going to be the final boss. It's also come to my understanding, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get every single skill and ability, because I unfortunately sort of spoiled myself. Not on the ending, nothing on that one. I don't know how long the chapters are, but I was looking at the codex for the skits because I was like, damn, I really missed a lot of skits. And it's come to my realization, there's only 8 chapters in this game. So unless there's some secret extra chapter, or these next 2 chapters are extremely long, I'm on the second to last chapter. There's not, well, again, I don't know how the chapters go, but when it comes to just the raw numbers, there's not much left in Tor Dawn, which means we are definitely past the halfway point. And I mean, I do want to see hopefully some closure between all the characters and hopefully things get better. I don't know, I'm feeling a little emotional, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We're not going to think about the destination. We're going to think about the journey because that's what matters most. So, as always, if you guys enjoy this content, the lovely sound of my voice, or you like hearing when I do these recaps, even though I tend to talk a lot, then by all means, follow me on Twitch with the handle of VitaminDGR if you really like this content or you wish to support me. You can also find me on YouTube, and whether on Twitch or YouTube, why not consider liking and subscribing? And Twitch/YouTube. Well, by the time this video comes out, I would have done it already, but I'm still going to throw this in the ether. I'm still working on my Christmas and end of the year special, where I'm thinking about doing a Christmas thing, and obviously you guys can do your votes on Discord, and YouTube, you can throw in your 2 cents. I might be willing to do a 1 visit or 2. And I am thinking about doing my end of year special. I'm not saying it's going to be exactly the end of the year, but I do want to do my time capsule thing that I've talked about throughout this channel quite a few times, where we just get together and just talk. I think it'd be kind of fun. Anyway, with that being the case, let's see what I got here. Because I got some ability points. I definitely want to make my stuff stronger, but at the same time, I didn't really get enough to my liking. Maybe I'll hold off a little longer. How long is it going to be until I level up? Does it tell me? Oh, Bleddyn's about to level up. Carys is going to level up in a second. Oh, looks like I have a skit there that I should probably do. It was quite fortuitous that you two were able to find me in that whole ordeal. You know, despite me being the dummy, and I'm seriously, Idwal's been getting me either, I don't know. I think of all the characters, Idwal's been the one character that makes me the most happy and the most pissed off at the same time. Like, I don't understand why he could do things where I'm like, man, okay, I like Idwal, and God, I want to slap this kid in the face. Like, just, like, I don't know. I get it because he's young and he's learning and everything, but my oh God, by the dragons, like, jeez. I'm not sure I would have been able to win without you.
Now that you mention it, he was taking you south, not back towards the castle.
That's right. It seems like he was about to do something. Wait, what? Oh, I was about to say something very gross and vulgar. He heading down the river took us closer to Llanllwch's side of the mountain.
But he said he was bringing me to my father. Can it be that he's left the castle?
Oh, I have a funny feeling when we get to Llanllwch, it's gonna suck, isn't it?
Regardless, I'm just relieved we were able to find you again.
And, Idwal, what you did that bear was pretty, what do you humans say? Badass, if you will. You have a brave soul, the heart of a dragon, giving yourself up to save those little ungrateful bastard kids. Not everyone would do that.
Like, you didn't need to add that last bit. Just because you don't like kids. I mean, oh, well, it was my fault that they were in danger to begin with. Actually, that's pretty true. It really was my fault that those kids were in danger to begin with. It was the least I can do.
It wasn't just the least you can do. Don't belittle your actions. Sorry, my apologies. For some reason, every time I try to think of a compliment for you, I throw up a little bit in my mouth. Let me try that again. I'm proud of... Excuse me. I'm proud. No.
What he means to say is that he's proud of you, Idwal. Right, Bleddyn?
Oh, right, yes, that. Sorry, it's just really, really hard.
Is that Llanllwch? Oh, wow, okay, I didn't think we were gonna get to Llanllwch. I want to do some exploration first. Ooh, what we got here? The group approach along a lone building at the foot of the hills, sun glinting off the red thatched roof. Caught their eye being the first sign of civilization visible from the main road. Bleddyn tilts his head to the sky, squinting. Ideal is the first to speak. I can't discern any movement in the wood. Well, I couldn't read the rest. The whole thing was off. The door is off its hinges, Carys replied as the three of them approach. Bleddyn stops again, angling his head. A figure appears in the doorway, a young woman holding a bundle of cloth clothes. Oh, okay, get it. Sorry, for some reason I was reading this weird. Carys wastes no time and starts toward her, stopped by a paw on her shoulder. She turns to Bleddyn, his head angled again. He was slightly baring his teeth. Oh. That doesn't sound good.
Get away from my woman.
I thought I could smell them. I've mastered their scents, but not well enough, he grumbles. Then lifts an arm and gestures to the tree line. They're waiting for us there. Ideal took a step back, the shock evident Idawl, by the way, on his face. Carys meets his eye, then falls in beside Bleddyn. There's nothing for us here, she says sternly. The three of them cautiously return to the main road. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Idwal, not Ideal. Although it'd be ideal if it said Idwal. The remnants of a home, just another casualty amidst these times of turmoil. Idwal and Bleddyn kept walking, but stopped when they noticed their Canters not beside them. I really wish this didn't go as fast so I can read it properly. Looking back, they spot Carys knelt to the threshold of the building, and let them rest in providence, welcomed forevermore into Dragok's light. See, and when I read it perfectly fine, with a curt nod and a reassuring paw on her shoulder, the three continue their journey. See, just let me read it. The whole point of this playthrough is to work on my reading capabilities. Maybe it's my biggest thing right now. Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't go down. I just kind of want to explore a little bit. Hopefully nothing jumps out at me. What we got here? Abandoned campfire sits in the mouth of this cave, the ground covered in hewn wood. Idwal attentively peeks further inside. Some people sought reprieve here, for a time. Bleddyn crouches and claws through the grass, retrieving an arrow with a purple petal pressed into the grooves of the tip. How did I read they were? The grooves of the tip.
Lirus,
Bleddyn says, looking to Carys.
either her or her people camped here, or they fell upon others who rested in this cave.
Well, they are nomadic people that just settled to that mountaintop. I'm glad that they're okay, I really am. Oh, just to find mushrooms? Alright. Like, what else is around here? Can't go there. Codewig. Wait. Isn't this the forest that
I still can't condone what Liru and the others at the camp have done. What they'll continue to do.
See? Dude, every time. It's like 5 minutes. Goes back and forth with this kid. Moments where I'm like, I get it. And I know. So people are like, but V, you have to understand. He's a kid that was dealing with his terrible, like, crazy nut job of father. He's not raised proper. I get it, but... Alright, might as well take a drink. Perhaps if I take a nice, cool, refreshing beverage, I'll be able to read properly.
Their actions create ripple effects. Innocents suffer for it, and so the violence spreads further and further. Violence breeds violence, but I guess in the end it has to be this way.
That was a very nice reference, but I don't think anyone's going to get it.
What do you mean? One of the best songs ever. Super edgy as hell. Anyway, I believe my father would deal with them by any means necessary to restore peace to the nation. Perhaps I even agreed. But now, at the meeting with them, hearing what they had to say, looking at the people coughing along over there, barely struggling to survive, and seeing that one naked guy kind of like trying to lick his eye because he didn't have anything else to do because he was high off something else, I could never condemn them to death so easily. They aren't just faceless outlaws. They're people, pushed to desperation by their circumstances. And we, as nobility, have the power to change that. It is our responsibility to make sure all are able to live.
What? You said something in there that was kind of concerning, but I guess I'll just move on. Where can you even begin with that?
It's not just the bandits that feed the violence, mate. You ought to think about what you're saying. Nobles sit at the top, make decisions that ripple down. They don't face the consequences firsthand. And to maintain that order, make sure that people do things they might not want to. The threat of violence must always be there.
So then the cycle of violence can never end?
Yes, and thus is the circle of life, and it carries us whole. Nobles and commoners, wheelie and humans, men and women, Idwals and common sense. When power is askew, there's conflict. And once those at the top taste that power, they'll defend it with tooth and claw.
To bring such a cycle, I don't know how one would change something so ingrained, so vast.
Well, it won't be done in a day.
But let me guess, every little bit, as long as you maintain and take one step toward it, and eventually you'll get there.
Any power can be resisted and changed. It's happened before. It's how we are here now. The poetry of the dragons. Perhaps resistance and change begins with such art.
Oh, okay. I was gonna expect her to say like, "Oh, well, one little step to." Yeah, I've been to Codewig before. Kind of a small map. Yeah, Codewig is where we started. Temple of the Two Dragons.
The Temple of the Two Dragons.
Oh, this is her home.
Carys, you don't have to force yourself to return if you're not ready.
Llanllwch's to the west of here. Shall we continue our journey there?
Yeah, this is her home. So this is where she came from, and then ran, fled to the forest. Yeah, because that's my tower. That's why I remember Codewig so much. Okay, so I just literally went in a big old circle. Carys, why would you presume to approach such a place? Oh, Idwal. Okay, I didn't know who was saying it. Idwal asked from a few paces back. I didn't know whose voice to do because I didn't know who was saying it. Could have been Bleddyn for all I knew. Could have been Carys. The shrubbery was coated in silken white sheets.
I was just exploring.
Her voice nonchalant as 1,000 eyes stared unbeknownst. Yeah, probably a lot to try and go back home considering everything that happened, huh? It's creatures going about their day, same as everywhere else. We shouldn't disturb them without reason. Damn it, Bleddyn said, pulling a cobweb from his fur. God, if they at least told me who said it, I would have done the voice. I should have presumed. But yeah, I already imagine that it's probably really hard for her to go back considering everything. What's this? The lake was so still and blue, it felt like a sky you could fall into. Bleddyn appeared at her side.
My father once showed me how to skip a stone across the surface of the water.
Really? Did you show me?
No, he showed me how. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm good at it. Something within me is telling me not to disturb the stillness. I can't explain, but sploosh!
A chunk of rock exploded into the lake, not far from shore. Let me guess, was that Idwal?
I don't know how to do it. Maybe start with a smaller stone, Bleddyn.
Idwal said, moving to join him. Carys couldn't help but smile as she let herself watch the two of them compete for a while. Like, you know, brothers. Which is really cute to think of. A boy and his wolf.
I've never been so far south before.
Me neither, mate. We'll find ourselves in Bouvardia if we continue this way.
We have important matters to investigate first. Let's return north.
Okay, nothing else? Alright. I just wanted to explore a little bit, because I was thinking to myself, maybe one of the reasons why I can't get all the upgrades or anything is because I haven't explored, seen different areas. Like, I keep feeling like there's things I'm forgetting and things I didn't get to do. And I can't go back. Alright, well, we don't really have a choice. Guess I'll save and then we'll go to Llanllwch and, well, there's a lot of decrepit, beaten up houses. So I'm definitely kind of nervous here. Maybe I should use these ability points now as I speak, just in case. Because the last thing I want is to lose out. There's just, you know, can I craft anything helpful? I used a lot of stuff. That worries me. I used a lot of stuff during that fight. Stuff that I really didn't want to use. No. Increases buffer preventing that. No, don't really care for that. Use ice potency, grants ice shelter. Eh. Okay, so really nothing there, huh? Okay. Let's see. What can I get for everybody? What do I want to do? I have to do something. Welcome, Doc, to the stream. Hope you're doing well this lovely day / night. What are you saying there? I put up a high voltage electric fence around my property over the weekend. My neighbor is dead against it. Ooh. Ooh. You spell neighbor like that? Oof. I'm just kidding. That's quite a shocking joke you made there, Duck. I don't know. It didn't I wasn't expecting that. But look at this stream. How do you spell neighbor? Like that. I don't do it with a U. I'm not fancy. I'm not elite. I'm a broke person. Like, only rich people spell neighbor with a U. Everyone knows that. Oh, that's why you come in with your fancy high elite jokes and your subs and stuff. Ah, yeah, the place I got that is British, I think. Ah, yeah, the high society. Got it. Meanwhile, us regular commoner folk don't have the ability to have such utility, the ability to spell neighbor with a U, because if we do, they look at us and like, you smell like a poor person. You think I'm rich, but I work a non-profit. I'm broke as flip. Yeah, well, I'm a content creator. You think us content creators are rich? We do our best to try and survive. I literally cannot eat without you guys' support. Every single time I do this, I'm thinking to myself, sweet, in like 3 months, I might be able to get myself some milk and bread and perhaps a stick of butter. I'm rich on love. Well, love can't buy me food. Love can't keep me warm. Love can't allow me to spell neighbor with a U. But I am grateful, though. Jokes aside, though. I'm very grateful. Don't sub. Don't sub. Please don't sub. Don't sub. Don't. I mean, I do want subs. Don't get me wrong, but don't. You usually do. Don't. Don't sub.
Mr. Duck Duck Goosey is supporting the culture. They are gifting 1 subs to the COTC.
Yeah. Okay. As soon as you wrote sure can watch, immediately I was like, no. Thanks. Even though I said no at least 9 times. Wait, if you're broke, what are you doing subbing? Save your money for milk and bread and the ability to write neighbor with a U. If you keep subbing and giving me your money, well, to be fair, it mostly goes to Twitch too, but I get a port. Well, no, I get some of it too. It goes like mostly to me and then most to Twitch too. It's like a weird split. But bottom line is, you do this, you won't be able to spell neighbor anymore. The high society will know. Everyone knows. They can smell the porn, people. If you write neighbor with a U, then Twitch will automatically will mod it and be like, oh, no, Boom. There you go. You meant to say neighbor with an O. What else am I going to spell it on? Useless use? I don't know. Just something for where we can afford it. We can't afford to spell neighbor with a U. We're just not rich enough. Maybe one day. I would really pray one day, hopefully before this year is done or even the beginning of next year, I could grow as a content creator. That way I can not only treat you guys, because you guys do way too much. I really need to support you guys more. I want to do some giveaways and things. But that way we can have neighbors with a U in here. Useful use? No, actually, my name is V. It's the next letter, but I appreciate that, though. Thank you. But you can't afford to save your money so that we can use U's more often. Please. Now let's see. Restoration can now additionally increase the target's action speed. Increases restoration's base poise restoration. V is for very, very extraordinary. Oh, thanks. You had me going for a minute. I was like, ooh, where are they going with this? Oh. All right, I'll take it, I guess. Let's see. I'll save my points. Got some story stuff to do. All right, chapter 7. Here we go. Ooh, that's not telling music. Haunting reflections, a mirror of soul's creation, a dream of spring during the harsh, cold winds. Would one condemn she who endured? Dragwin's loss for the Book of Scales, 24:1. Is this place gonna be fitting, like, good for us or bad for us?
Llanllwch, here we are. It feels like the city itself that's holding its breath.
Llanllwch was the home of Owain, the self-proclaimed Red Dragon, his city in the beating heart of commerce and culture, and yet, after the Buvardian siege, its pulse is stilled.
It's strange, being back here. Those forgotten memories returning to surface.
You were here before. This place was sacked, what, 8 years ago?
This was my birthplace.
Oh, you were born in Llanllwch? I thought she was born in the temple. I don't know. I feel like this is definitely going to be... I know everyone's going to go in the comments section and be like, V. But I just kind of felt... I don't want to say like a nun, because that's not right, but people of this caliber, like how Carys is, I feel like, yeah, it makes sense they were born outside of the realms, but I don't know. I feel like most of these people, like, that have this profession usually grow up around this kind of temple, or like shrines or altars or churches or such. And I don't know why. I feel like they only pretty much settle there. like, it made sense thinking about it in retrospect that Carys wasn't born at the temple. Like, she had to be born someplace else and just came to the temple. But the reason I'm going with this is I want to know how many people were born in such places, and does that affect them? Like, I don't know, insert whatever. I don't normally like to bring up religion or politics or things like that because it leads to a heavy topic, and I just want this to be a fun channel where people could just relax and, you know, kind of vent or whatever. But my question is, and this is actually a question for you viewers, do you think your life would drastically change if you grew up in, say, like a ceremonial temple, or if you grew up in like some ancient school or church or things like that? Do you think that you would stick with, say, religion? Do you think you stick with said practice? Or do you view yourself as, oh, because I grew up in this environment, I don't really feel comfortable with it, I want to rebel or leave? Like, I say this because, and I'll just be quick with this, I have a friend, well, I grew up in a lot of circumstances, but I think I've mentioned before that my grandmother is a deaconess. And I grew up in, I'm not saying a very overly heavy Christian / Catholic kind of area, but it was in a lot of ways a very heavy area for a Christian, then eventually a Catholic area. And it wasn't until during my other like middle school days that would change to a different thing. But again, that's neither here nor there. During my early parts, I remember that. That's why I learned a lot of things. Mainly, that's how I learned how to play chess, and that's why I developed my love of reading. My aunt, love her something fierce, grew up and she's extremely religious, like very much so. She'll always bring up religion in some way, shape, or form. Not that I hate her. I don't despise her. I'm not saying it's bad. Live your life. But she's extraordinarily religious. And she's the circumstance of, she grew up in that kind of circumstance. She grew up in an extremely religious household, things like that. And I say that's hilarious, or well, I think it's kind of funny, maybe ironic, is because her brother, my uncle, is not religious in the slightest. I'm not saying he's anti-religious. I'm not saying that he's an atheist or anything, but he does not mess with religion, not even remotely close. In fact, for what I was told is when he was like, I think 16 or 17, he was doing everything he could to get out of the house. And it wasn't until I believe he was 21 that he decided to travel and go about, and that's why he's like, I don't think he's even on the side of America. I think he's actually over in, well, he's in America now, obviously, but I remember him telling me that he went to the UK for a while and then came back over here. But bottom line was, he told me that he didn't mind it at first, but growing up with it, he just kind of felt like he wasn't able to express how he wanted to be. Like, he felt it was oppressive. But at the same time, that just depends. Like, again, I'm not trying to bring up religion on this aspect, but the thing I want to leave you guys is, for those who either grew up in this kind of circumstance, how would you feel? Or, I'm not trying to be personal, but do you think you would stick with that religion or area or circumstance or practice? Or would you be against it? Not saying it's a negative thing, but, you know, there's some people that are different. So, for me, I'm just kind of whatever. I approve of a lot of things, because not only did I start in Christian and Catholic areas, I ended up dealing with a lot of areas that dealt with Buddhist teachings. I learned a lot about Shintoism and Taoism. I learned quite a lot of things throughout my, unfortunately, very young life. And I know that I have far more experience to learn. And I know I'm a bit of a naive soul, but I like to think that I'm somewhat well-traveled and well-knowledgeable, you know, as a vitamin. I'm derailing the conversation here. But, you know, that's my question. So I'll focus. Let's get back to it.
This was my birthplace, even if it feels more like a dream. I hardly remember where I lived. It's even still standing.
I'm glad you weren't lost to the siege. The Encanters took you in afterwards, I take.
I actually joined the temple long before the siege, but that doesn't matter.
Tomos mentioned that he would trade with people here. I wonder where they are.
Oh, I forgot about Tomos. He was like our first merchant guy.
This fog, it's thick with death, suffocating even the thought of life. How could anyone stay here?
So this is not hospitable.
I can only hope we find something for my mother still in the castle, but I can't shake this feeling that it's all crumbled to dust.
As he says that, he leans toward like this one pillar that just like falls to dust.
Like, that was there before I got here.
Perhaps. We can't abandon hope until we're sure, Idwal. The castle waits for us. Come, one step at a time. Make sure to look for some goods or treasures or something.
All right, let's explore this ruined town. Wow. And there's just a bunch of enemies. Of course there are. I don't know why. For some dumb reason, I was like, oh, maybe Llanllwch has like some good people, some special things. Dono Stone? What the flip is that? God, this place looks like it's been to hell and back and hell again. Like, it's gotta be the most eerie thing. This might be a messed up sentence that I'm about to say, but I kind of want to explore a ruined, like, destroyed town. Because even though I'm not really much into history, I'm kind of curious about, like, the history of places like this.
You there? More scavengers, eh? We're gonna pick the bones of what little remains. Turn back and we'll make you.
Like, will you make us what? A sandwich?
You gotta make us something to eat.
I could go for something to eat.
Well, I'm not. What? No. I mean, actually, you want ham? You can have ham. You can have a lot of ham.
Welcome, Roar to the stream. So I've been seeing a lot of bad reviews from Metroid Prime 4. Aw, really? That sucks. That was a one visit I was planning on doing. I mean, I'm probably still going to do it, because I still have to get more into the Metroid games, because I know people don't know that I like Metroid. Like I said, welcome to the stream. You also should thank Duck, which, by the way, I didn't do because I just completely got derailed here. I'm so sorry. Duck, if you're still here, this drink is for you. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate it. But yeah, Duck decided to do a sub, and you're the lucky one, so congratulations. You don't have to deal with advertisements for a while. But yeah, so Metro Prime 4 got bad reviews. I'm still interested in playing it. I will admit, hearing that kind of killed my interest, but, or well, like, not killed it. It lowered it a slight bit, but I don't want to completely go with bad reviews, because I feel like I miss out on a lot of potential good games or hidden gems. I'm still going to play it for myself, but what I can tell, it might be because of the rough development. Hasn't that game been in, like, development for, like, years, as far as my friends told me? I don't know, per se, but I assume as much.
Scavengers? No, you've got it all wrong.
I am Idwal of the Thornfell family. You seek entrance to the castle on matters that you don't need to concern yourselves with, because I'm noble and rich and more important than you, Chubby.
What? You call me Chubby? You're that Thornfield runt, a sprig from that traitor's cabin. Family that betrayed their own country ought to cut you down here. I want you to try. I suggest you step back if you value your very soon-to-be short and significant life.
Hey, whoa there, friends. Hey, let's keep our swords sheathed and our tempers in check, yeah?
I missed almost. Remember, they basically restarted development at least 3 or 4 years into it, and now it's public knowledge. Oh. I don't remember that. Well, actually, it's kind of a vague memory.
Tomos, I can't tell you how glad I am to see a friendly face.
Where? I can vouch for this bunch. She's an incanter. And Bleddyn, he's mostly bark. Keeps his bite for where it matters. No period. Out of the way. Bleddyn, you old dog. Never thought I'd see you here. Making friends everywhere you go, eh?
I'm not a dog, nor am I old. And these teeth are much sharper than my...
Yeah, they're your bloody wit, that's for damn certain. I see you two had a kid while I wasn't looking. Nah, didn't think it was possible. He doesn't really got your eyes. I guess his hair is kind of scraggly and kind of messy. He looks like a wimp. Yeah, he's definitely a kid. I'm Idwal. Carys and Bleddyn are helping me. And now it seems I'm dead to you too, for pacifying these men. Did you think I was their child? Wait. Did you really think a child between these two would look like me? These lads here ain't so welcoming these days. Harder to be after what happened. Neither after the Risbridian, mind you.
Me too, Roar. I really hope it's good as well.
The fog here is prevalent, but we can't let that deter us. There are questions that we hope we'll find answers to.
Please, Sir Tomos, can you get us into the castle? Sir Tomos? Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it. Maybe I ought to use that for my business merch, my handle. Yeah, I can think about it now. Sir Tomos' goods. Sir Tomos' merchant wear. Sir Tomos' wares. Yeah, there we go. I can make a killer with that one. Ooh, I ought to write that down. Hang on. Damn it, I don't have any more ink on me.
Almost.
Yeah, hang on, Toots. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking, what's a good slogan for a merchant like me? The only place you'll get the best goods, the one-stop shop for everything. Damn, I can't really think of a good slogan right now. Why is it so hard to improvise? Anyway, what were you saying? Oh, something about letting you in? Yeah, easier said than done. Some have entered and never came back. Full group vanished just trying to search the damn place. But on the eastern edge, where the shades are thickest, there's a way. Ain't gonna be pleasant, Toots, but if you set on it.
You know, Toots is a very derogatory term for women. I'd really kindly appreciate you don't call me Toots.
What'd you say, Toots?
Remember, Tomos is old school. He's one of those kinds of people.
What do you mean by those kind of people?
Doesn't matter. No harm will come to us. You know me. I'll make certain of that.
Yeah, you're right. But even you could use an edge. Why don't you just look at my wares first, just in case?
Always trying to make a quick buck, aren't you?
Yeah, damn right. Anyway, what you got?
Oh, the Trader Stormfeld. Oh, hold on. That doesn't sound good.
Those soldiers. They called my father a traitor. I remember the rage that consumed him whenever he would hear others say that. I don't really feel that way because he is a traitor, but man.
He signed a peace treaty with Vardia, right? No wonder Owain's loyalty is low then.
A bit more than that, mate. Signing away the family's land, taking the oath of vassalage, and renouncing the rebellion, not to mention disowning his own kin.
But what else could father have done? The rebellion was collapsing. My uncles were dead. It was a matter of life for the survival. The survival of the fittest. Yet now that I know my mother was corresponding with Owain, that she wanted to help him, I can't help but wonder. What if someone found out about the plot that could stop the treaty? Would they have tried to silence her? Oh.
If it was an assassination by Bavaria, and your father still wanted to keep the treaty, maybe that's why he blamed Bleddyn's father afterwards. Because, well, you know, Wolf and all.
Or maybe your father knew of her plans and put a stop to her himself. Desperation makes men dangerous.
Speculation would help us now. Let us see if we can find evidence in the castle.
Yeah, it's rough. We don't know. I mean, from what I'm gathering, Lord Thornfeld still doesn't seem too kosher in my book. Third son. There's another skit.
The Thornfeld family. They were among the most stalwart of Owain's followers. Visit Llanllwch many a time, right?
It's true. When the rebellion started, our family was first to raise arms for Owain, though I don't think my father ever stepped foot here. Father was never meant to rule. He was a third son, meant to study at the universities and become a high priest or whatever. But with the rebellion, our bonds were severed with Vardia. Instead, they wed him to my mother, trying to tying our connection to Drybrand through the enchanters.
So much for love, eh? Just marry whomever you need for alliances.
Well, I know that that's rough and awkward. Not saying I've been sent to like a marriage proposal, but I think I've mentioned before on this chat, like, I think a year or two ago, and I'm kind of dreading a family reunion we're planning on doing for the holidays. I have an aunt that I get, okay. I need to watch what I say because I don't want people to think I'm just like making fun of the old generation or whatever, and I don't want to do that. But I'm trying to get you guys, you know, just more knowledge about VitaminDGR. Different aunt. She is... So, you guys know I'm in my 20s. She is one of those, like, old generation kind of folks who thinks that this older generation, or this current generation, as well as the generation after me, like the younger generation, we're gonna have it way too hard. We're not as like hard-boiled. We're very like lazy, and we're far more into our phones and technology. You know, one of those kinds of people. And how her generation and generations before her did all these things. They put all this work, got all these things done while they were young. Reason I say this is because I talked about this way before, and I'm dreading this. But earlier this year, as well as during the holidays last year, we had a get together. And there was a moment where she was like, hey, V, how's your life? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, it's doing good, et cetera, et cetera. And she asked me what I'm doing with my life. I was like, oh, well, right now I'm doing content creation, doing my other part-time job or my other full-time job, trying to make ends meet. Told her about a lot of things, et cetera, right? And it got to a moment where she was asking about like my relationship status. And I have not... I I've never been on a date. I don't really know the best way to say it. Like, I've hung out with people, but I've never been what people would actually qualify. I don't think it qualifies as a date. I mean, granted, there was this moment I did hang out with girls, but I've never, at least to my mind, I don't think I've been on an actual date before. I haven't yet. I just haven't really had anyone that I had a crush on or anything yet. Kind of embarrassing, I guess, at my age, but whatever. And this led to her being extremely concerned and was saying, "V, do you know how old you are? By the time I was your age, I was already settling down and having all these things." I was like, "In your 20s?" And I was like, I mean, I didn't think that was kind of, I even said, "Don't you think that's kind of young?" And I didn't realize that opened this massive can of worms for her, because she was talking about how, well, I mean, yeah, like maybe it's different for guys or girls, but when I was your age, I went and traveled, I did all this, was working here, blah, blah, blah. And I was with my husband, your uncle. And she's like, I get that this generation's harder now because everyone's on their phones and they don't really want to talk to people and things like that. I know everyone's all shy and everything, but you really should consider doing that while you're still young. And then my other uncle, not her husband, but another uncle, came in and was like, "Oh, V's still young. It's fine. I'm going through it. It's fine." This is for context. I think I've mentioned this on this channel before, and this may be TMI, but this uncle of mine is going through his now fourth relationship. He's been married a couple times. That might be a little too personal. We'll just leave it like that. But he was saying, like, it's fine. Like, I agree that he should get some experience while he's young, but who cares? He could be in his 30s or 40s and 50s, and who gives a crap? As long as he's having fun and not getting in jail or getting himself hurt or going to the hospital, who cares? And I guess she got upset because she was like, no, that's a bad mentality to have. Like, the younger generation needs to take initiative and things like that. They can't rely on waiting for the right moment. And I'm like, I get it, but I was also saying that I don't really go out much, and I'm kind of like the shy type. And she was like, you have to be a man and do all these things, etc., etc. And it got awkward to the point where I'm leading with this. And it got to the point where she was like, well, luckily I know the perfect person that'll help. She's sweet, she's nice, she's kind, she's a great cook, lovely personality. She helps me out around the house a couple times. She's my neighbor's like daughter and things like that. And I was like, oh, if you're ever in the area, I can introduce. I was like, I'm good. Mind you, this current aunt is currently living in North Dakota. Not to say anything against North Dakota, but that is one of the states I never really thought to see myself in. Not in a negative way, I never thought about it. But she was like, yeah, if you're ever in the area, like, I'll help you do. In fact, you know what? How about next year? Which she said this earlier this year. She wanted to have a family reunion for the holidays this year, but it didn't happen. So she's like, next time we'll bring you guys over to my place over here in North. I don't even know what city they're in North Dakota. I just know she lives there. But she was like, we'll bring you over there. I'll introduce you. She's a really sweet girl, and she's single. You'd be totally her type because you're handsome and strong. You have a nice voice. And you're kind and funny. And she was saying all these things to butter me up and things like that. I'm like, oh, that's very sweet, Auntie, but I'm good. I appreciate it, but I don't know, it just feels awkward to be like kind of set for that. She's like, no. You need to do this. You need to get into a relationship. You need to, because you need to be, I would like to at least hopefully see some grandnephews by the time that you hit your 30s. I was like, I mean, it's still a long ways from now, but I don't even think about, before I even think about having a child, I don't even know about like my own life right now in this state. I'm still trying to make ends meet and figure things out first. I don't think I have to be on like a time crunch, but she was adamant about saying like, I have to do this while you're young. You have to do this. She kind of was like accepting the whole like 30s thing, but she kind of led to the point of once you're in your 30s, it's too old. And I'm like, what? When is 30s considered old? In my mind, I don't think you're really old until you're like in your like 70s. Like, I think maybe middle age is like 50. I think 20s to like 40s, I think 20s to 30s, you're like a young adult, and then like 40 to 50 is like you're adult for sure. And then once you're like, 40, I think like 40 to maybe 48, maybe like 58, 60 is considered like adults. I think once you're middle age, that's in your like late 50s or middle to late 50s. And I think you're considered like an older person, at least once you're in like your 60s or 70s. And then I think you're a senior when you're in like your 90s. That's my thing, because there's way too many people nowadays that are in their like 30s and 40s or whatever you consider old or whatever, doing whatever. Hell, there's probably like a content creator in his like 50s or something. There might be a 50-year-old content creator you're listening to right now. What do you think about that? But no, I don't know. I was flattered, but something about the idea of being made to beat someone just kind of felt, I don't know. I feel like when it happens, it's supposed to happen. I get it that I need to take initiative, and yeah, as a man, I should definitely like, go out there and introduce myself. I just got to get over my own terrible self-esteem and social anxieties. But I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. So not really connected to the whole Mary thing, but the whole being made to like beat someone. I know that. I'm currently going through that, and I'm dreading it because every now and then my mom will call. It's happened to call a couple of times throughout this year, where we'll talk and she'll just always bring up, are you dating anyone? Have you seen anyone? How's your relationship? Do you have a girlfriend? Blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. I was just like, whenever it happens, it happens. I'm not in any kind of rush. That's my 2 cents on that one. For anyone that's being forced to be in a marriage proposal, I can't imagine that's the most comfortable thing. I know it's been a thing, especially for royalty and things like that, but oof, slippery slope.
His life path changed dramatically on almost a whim. What he actually wanted with his life.
I think he wanted to prove himself. My uncle's fought on the front lines. He managed the estate, preparing for war just the same. But, with the pen, not the sword.
Yes, because the pen is mightier than the sword, we know. Maybe he wanted to show he was better suited to a throne than a monastery.
My uncles were captured and executed during the turning battle of the rebellion. My father then inherited the demesnes and truth. Demesnes? I think that means like the realm, like the domain. Rest is recent history. Losing my mother, signing the treaty, losing my mother, the destruction of Llanllwch, and losing my mother. The important things.
It must have been difficult for him to lose so much of his family so quickly. Not that it excuses any of his actions, mind you.
Yeah, well, I was also going through it too, Carys.
So he let out his pent-up resentment on everybody else, eh? Well, whatever, mate. Yet he just hide in the forest like the rest of us.
Right. Wait, this is a jest. I knew you were hiding a sharp wit.
Must be your imagination, mate.
That's actually pretty funny. I gotta do more cards. Hold on, where's Tomos? Are you Tomos? No, you're the guard guy.
We secured most of the city, but most severe spirits are still in the castle.
Where's Tomos?
I sound like the other guy. The magic we've already used now leaves Llanllwch lost in the fog. But one day we'll clear out the Isbridian and bring out the beloved city.
Ah, there's Tomos. All right, what you got? You got anything good? Let's see here. Wait, what's my stuff? Morning sun. Sorry, I got these sour Myconites. I figured I didn't have to talk too much while I was chewing on it. I was reading. I shouldn't be chewing on it, but damn, I'm hungry. I have one of these? Oh, no, I want one of these. Oh, look at that. Grants Morning Sun, increases fire potency by 15%. Jeez. So her fire damage is going to be stronger. Restores health to all allies after a period of time. Okay. Grants Jab, already have one of those. Restores 5 health. Oh, I already have one of those too. Don't need that. Wait. Leadwind? I want this. I don't think I need these. I mean, I'll get it because it's new, but I don't think I really need anything. Lose 1 negative stats effect. Actually, yeah, I might take a couple of these. Just have to trade a bunch of stuff. Damn it, Tomos. I thought you had something a bit more useful. Well, do I have anything to afford all this? Ooh, actually, can I afford these things? Hopefully I'm not making a mistake giving up these things. Maybe 2 of those. Oh man, I put a lot of this into it. Huh. Man. Maybe I might take away some things. I don't want to throw away my items. No equipment, huh? Nope. I probably shouldn't get rid of these. Yeah, I might have to take out some things. 150. Anything that gives you a lot. Can't you give me like a discount, Thomas? Doing a lot here, man. Might have to give up equipment or something, but I don't want to. Probably shouldn't have done that too. Rare, that's probably rare. You know, 300? 328? Anything that gives me a lot of value? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get all these. Alright, fine. Oh, that sucks. Okay. These so expensive. These cards better be good, because I think there's a card game I have to do after this. Might have to give up some equipment. I don't want to, I really don't. But I don't know how else I can afford this except for getting up my better items that I really don't want to get rid of. Lose one negative, no. There's regen for the I mean, I have enough things for that, I guess. Definitely not that, definitely not that, definitely not that. Use for poise. Sure. I guess theoretically I can always just guard. Ugh, this sucks. Alright, fine. And of course, I do kind of want to try that new staff. The problem is, I don't think I have many fire abilities, right? I don't think I have many fire abilities to my knowledge. Let's see. Do I have any? I think it's in the flux category. Deals light damage. Can I? Any ally can now deal additional poise damage and remove the flux debuff. Nope. Incantations that use flux will now be significantly faster to cast. Actually, pretty good. But that's not fire. Yeah, no, that's fire. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a fire thing. I have wind, but I have fire. Restoration can now no. Word based. Shelter Veil can apply camouflage, apply evasion, use the cooldown, fires and a castle. That's actually pretty good. Target all allies by the cost of 3 mana. Yeah, pretty gross. Actually, but that's very useful though. Ease the casting time. Yeah, I don't have any fire skill. I don't know why I thought I had fire. Deals light damage to an enemy, detonates flux, deal additional light. Yeah, I don't have a fire passive. Oh, I would have to give her, like, something that gives her the ability to use fire. So, like... Wait, but how'd that work with this? The staff only gives me Morning Sun. Let's work like that. Whatever. We'll worry about it later.
I picked up a couple of cards on my travels. About time I find a play, eh?
Sure. I have to try Bleddyn. Let's see. What do you do? Increase power by 1 to all beast allies. Deals 3 damage to an enemy. Then what do you? Oh, I've had you before. Pops this on. Okay. I want beasts. Wait, but all I got are humans. Actually, no, I have it. Upon taking damage, deal 2 damage to enemy. Increase armor by 1 to self. I have to take out some things. I have a lot of Incanters of Life. You're kind of a beast, right? You're definitely a beast. Increase power by 1. Yeah, I'll try 1. And actually, you know what? Give me another... What are these guys? The magic, armor, the armor, blood hunter, the jester. If I had to do one extra one, I'm thinking I might do... Actually, I might end up doing it. I don't know. I think I got 3 healers. That's probably fine. Increase power by 1 to allies. Sure. Oh, and then I gotta take out a dragon, huh? Okay, so let's start with Bleddyn, Drake, Ryan Road. Which I didn't realize I had a Ryan Road. I wish I didn't do that. Alright, here we go. Alright, so your thing is you do better with beasts. And deals 3 damage to enemy. Do it. Oh, why did I put you there? I messed up. Need a beast, need a beast. Get them, boys! Ow. Increase that armor. Alright, let's get some fun here. Spearman, Anta, and taking a mage to blow everyone up. Alright, good luck. Flip, what was that? I didn't even get to read what that was. Oh, well, you're dead. I didn't even get to read what that did. This potentially could lead to a stalemate because they don't fight unless they take damage. Like that. Like that too. Oh. Oh. What? Oh. Welcome, Fair Night to stream. Sorry, I'm chewing on the sour micronite. Damn it! When the triple triad is this. Nice Final Fantasy reference. Welcome to the stream. This is a little mini game that Tor Dawn gave me. It's like a card game where I choose my team against their team. Damn it! Alright, that was bad. That was bad. Okay, yeah. Bleddyn, no, you suck. The whole goal is to defeat their enemy, like, leader, which is the blue cards. Here, I'll show you. So the goal of this little mini game looks very complicated. It's actually not. I'm actually kind of digging this. It's actually pretty easy. So the way it works is, I like how Tomos' thing, by the way, says Merchant Matchmaker. So you have a dragon card and a bunch of soldiers, and your goal is to defeat the enemy leader, which is their dragon card, which is always the blue card, like this one here, right? Every dragon has certain abilities that they do when played, and then a special action. So the goal is you always have to play a dragon card, which you only get 1 out of 3, which in this case is Drake. So when he plays, he increases his armor. And he does damage anytime his turn comes around. It kind of I don't really get the order of things, but I'm guessing it's based off like initiative, like the green thing here and stuff or whatever. I don't really know the speed, but one by one, his team and my team will basically fight each other and take out different teams. The whole goal is to utilize the best synergy. For example, right now I have to play Drake because he's my only dragon card. So he's going to go right here. It's yours. And of course, when I play mine, he plays his, which is his dragon, which as you can see in that bottom blue there, it says increases own armor to all beast allies and deals 2 damage whenever he attacks, which means that his beast type enemies are going to be a little tougher to beat. That was the one I just used, but clearly didn't do me that good. Then I have to use my other cards, which the first round you put 3 cards down of your choice. There are healers, attackers, weakeners, buffers, supporters, and people that boast armor. The things you need to know is you have the health here, which is basically how much life they have. When it goes to 0, they die. armor, which is how much damage they'll take before they lose their health, their attack power, and then I don't really understand the green. Again, I really think that's like their turn order. Like, I think the lower their number, like going from 0 to whatever, I think the closer to 0 it is, the faster they'll go in turn order. I don't quite get that. But you just basically find the good team synergy and just kind of let the cards fall where they go. In this case, I'm going to do a Spearman right there against your Incanter, your healer, so that should be fine. Then we have deal 1 damage to an enemy, deals 2 damage to an enemy, deal 2 damage to an enemy, priority to backlines. But again, my goal is I want my dragon to stay alive. I want his dragon to die by any means necessary. I feel like I should probably have a healer. Oh, can I go to the other one, please? Use armor of our ally to front line. I don't know. Should I buff myself with defense or do a healer? I think I'll do a healer. Go for defense. All right, I'll go with it. Here we go. Ow. Thanks for the armor. All right, 1 down. Okay, that was the first skirmish. It only does a couple rounds to kind of get like initial stuff done. We're in a good way because I was able to take out one of his. The problem is he's got a lot of beast things, so I got to take them down. We're gonna need some strength. I will have a healer. I will take a blood hunter. And upon taking damage, deals 2 damage to enemy, increases armor by 1 every turn. Deals 1 damage to a random enemy. Unfortunately, I didn't really get a good pull when it comes to these cards. It's kind of random. Increases power by 1 to a random ally. Swaps self. Swaps the opposing roll. So he's a buffer. Which I could use to do some more damage. Let's try it. And I lost my Spearman. Great. Here we go. That sucks. That was not good. Yeah, that was really not good. That was probably the worst thing. Didn't heal? Lame. Ow. No! Oh, so bad. Yeah, this was a bad pull. I don't like my odds of this. Got 1. About to die. Damn it. Oh, I got a bad pull. Yeah, he still has too many. He still has his beast down there. That does so much damage. I'm dead. Damn it!
Perhaps Bleddyn will play around it too with me. You know, someone other than you, girly.
Damn it! No, I'll go back in. I got a bad hand. Okay, so flip you. I said, just got a bad pull. Just got a bad pull. But I got this. I got this. Let me do 2 of you. I really like Orion Road because they heal and increase armor. So all I have to do is just do a lot of my fighters. Flip these guys. I need more physical fighters. Spearman. Spearman. Let's do Mage and Black Bear. All right, let's do this. Let's try this again. Okay, this is better. This is much better. So this dragon is his only turns is he doesn't really fight. He makes my team stronger, which is really good, and he heals them. So he's gonna be in the back lines for sure. Oh, flip you! You got the same one. Alright, fine. He's probably one ally to the front line. Alright, here we go. Ow. Yeah. Hurts and heals. Alright. I think this is a much better thing. Increase the armor. No, I already have him, so no. Blows up all enemies. Blows up one to the enemy line. We'll do one here. Oh, you keep having so many of these damn wolves. Alright. I need another frontline fighter. I don't have one. Guess I'll have to do armor. Oh. Damn, wish I had that. I feel like I should go for a healer. But yeah, I should. Goes 2 health to another ally. Goes 2 health to self. I should go for a healer. Alright, here we go. Alright, good luck. And there goes my armor. If I can take out this dragon, though, we're good. Because he put up his dragon to the front lines. Which is a mistake. Come on. Don't heal the dragon. Come on. He heals it. Doesn't mind, though. Got the armor. Yes! Because you moved your dragon in the wrong place. Alright, there we go. That's why Orion Road rules. Best card. And I have the same one again. I should have done with that. I wanted to try Bleddyn because I was like, oh, new dragon. Why not? Alright, do it again. Okay. I don't have any frontline fighters, huh? That kind of sucks, but whatever. When played, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Sure. What does this do? Change speed by -1 to self. Deals 2 damage to an enemy. Oh, so you're fast. There's another frontline fighter, which I do want. Not, okay, I'll do it. Boost our armor. Here we go. You didn't move your dragon to the front or to the back? Alright, that was a choice. Ow! Yeah, that hurts. Okay. Priest. Mage. Then I guess the healer? He's powered by 1 to all other allies, which would be good to do more damage. But I feel like I also need a healer. I don't know. I feel like if I do Flag Bearer, I'm really trying to, like, hope I can take it out before it takes me out. Especially because my Blood Hunter's hurt. I'm gonna go for it. Here goes. Damn it! That sucks. That sucks too. Just take out his dragon, we'd be fine. No! Oh, this is not good. All my major frontline fighters are gone. God, that thing does a lot of damage to my armor. Holy moly. Luckily, my dragon's still pretty tanky. But I don't do enough now. Ugh, it's gonna leave it as a stalemate. Actually, no. He'll take... Yeah, damn it. That was bad. I should have went with the buffer. I should have went with another attacker. Yeah, that was bad. Damn it. Oh, the clean wipe, too. God, I was wanting to end it in that one turn. That's my Ryan Road, too. Alright. Screw it. My frontline fighter is already out of the way. Get him. Changing it up. Ow. Alright. Enter. Mage. Mage? It's risky, but whatever. Put my dragon in the back line, unfortunately. Didn't have a choice. I'm in the front line. Oh, come on. Oh, what? Ugh, lame. Oh, what? Oh, upon taking damage, does damage with self. Damn it! Oh god, I'm gonna lose again. God, those mages were not a good choice. Oh, you healed you? Not the dragon? I'm dead. God, Lee.
Yeah, I told you can't do it. Trying to have a man play.
God. Flip a dude, man. I know I could do it, but my cards, I just get bad choices. I flip it. I'm using Orion Road every time. Best dragon anyway. Jester sucks. Okay, let's get rid of the Jester. What do you do? Deal 1 damage to enemy, increase power by 1 to the allied front line. He's in the front line. Meh. Does 2 damage to an enemy prioritizing the back lines. Yeah, well. Oh no. On taking damage, deal do damage to enemy. Stores out itself. Sure, I'll have one of those. I have 3 healers, 4 spearmen. I just didn't feel like I got lucky. When played, deal damage to enemy, deal damage to enemy. Sure, alright. Try this method again. It worked for me before with Orion Road. Oh, doesn't ever go to the... Oh, this one. There. Alright, get him. Ow. Ow. Okay. Front line of spearmen. Canter. Canter. 2 healers. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Restores 2 health. Restores 2 health to an ally. I have 1 healer. But if I have my spearmen just keep everything, we should be good. I'm scared about doing the mage because of this. Because if I deal damage to it... Wait, I think that's the one, right? If I deal damage to it, it deals damage to me? I'll just do another healer and try it. Hope for the best. And there goes that armor. Alright, 1 down. Left this dragon up front, which is good. I hate that it does that. Ow, ow. Okay. Okay. Ow. He gets a buff. Your armor's gone. Okay, that's good. Trying to take out the other dragon, though. No! Okay, that's one of my front lines. I really thought the healer would help a little bit, but whatever. Ow. I hate that it kills my armor. I thought I was about to lose another spearman. So close, though. Damn it. My frontliners. Only have one left. Even buff. No, wrong guy. No, one of my healers. Why is this the most stressful one? Come on, he's just so close. No, why attack that one? No, my attackers. Why did he go for the dragon? He was right there. Now I can't fight. It's gonna be a stalemate. Damn it. Actually, it might not be a stalemate. It might destroy me. Yeah. Oh, it was a stalemate. Thank God. Damn it. Why? I wanted my spearmen to attack that dragon. It was up front, too. Flip me. All right, here we go. Do it again. Now I gotta fight the beast again. Blood Hunter. Piece of shit. God, it does so much defense. Damage, like shield damage. Okay, I need more frontline fighters, which would be nice. Is this the one that does random damage? Deals 3 damage to an enemy. They'll take increased damage from all future Con Onwin cards. That's why this thing sucks. It works so well with the beast. Like, almost has got some very good cards. It's just such a good setup. And this is risky. Increase power by 1 to all other allies. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Screw it. Need a canter. Boost everyone up and hope for the best here. But it does so much damage, that little rabbit. Like, I don't do nearly as much. I don't heal as much either. Alright, well, at least one's down. Oh, both of the same? Come on! That's so lame. God, it just eats my armor so well because that freaking rabbit. It sets me up because I'm about to lose more people now. Why'd you attack? You were supposed to buff. Oh, okay, that works, I guess. Never mind. I'm losing my frontline fighters again. At least they're tanky, but that's not the problem. Yeah. It does so much damage. I don't have many frontline fighters anymore. And you didn't really go for the dragon. At least my priest is tanky. But now if my dragon dies, I'm toast. Yeah, I'm about to die. My dragon's not fighting. I don't have any frontline fighters, that's why. Everything I do now is healing and buffing. I have to hope for a stalemate again. Nope, I'm dead. Oh, for the love of God. I'm so reliant on my physical fighters, but the problem is I can't do much if they're toast. This damn thing, man. I hate this rabbit. It does so much damage. It attacks once, and now it's like, alright, now I'm going to keep doing even more damage until you destroy me. Yeah, I know. He kind of doesn't do as much as I hoped. Here we go. Yeah, I'm about to lose my spearman. Unless we take out the freaking rabbit. Nope. Alright, okay, well, that's one problem done. And that's one more problem to have. On. These dragons up front. If I lose my spearman, I'm gonna cry. Come on, guys. No! Oh, man, I'm never gonna be able to take that dragon out at this rate. Like, I'm tanky, but not that tanky. He does more damage to me. If I lose my spearman, I lost that event officially. People I'm saying this, but that beast dragon actually is probably more useful for me. Also, I probably messed up by not having Drake, because Drake does a lot of damage. I think it's going to end with a loss for me, because I lost that first one. Yeah, I don't do enough. No, that's my spearman. Oh, I'm lost. Yep. Damn it. I mean, yeah, I got my shields. I'm tanky, but I don't have any physical fighters now. The end of the draw, which means I'm gonna technically lose because I lost that first fight, or that second fight. Damn it. I'll have to try one last time, but if not, then I'll have to move on. I gotta think of like a better strategy. Damn, though, my dragon's definitely not gonna... Oh, actually, no, because the werewolves are now stronger. They do 7 damage. That's immediate death. Yeah, I lost everybody. Yeah, which means I lost. Oh, we're still going. Oh, I guess technically because we tied. Oh, God. Man. This freaking thing. Kill this bleeping... both of them! Kill these rabbits! They do too much damage! Just please, destroy them. I don't want them around. Age. At this point, no real point really doing healing. See, I was debating about the power. When played, increase power by 1. Action, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So, you'll increase the power of everyone by 1, but also increase their own power again. Wherever Spearman does 3 damage. I don't know if it's better. I mean, honestly, I think I need to because he's got the shield. He's got the shield dragon that does a lot of armor boosting. But at the same time, I feel like I need another physical fighter because I lose them so quickly. I mean, I have the 2 mages, so they're going to keep blowing people up. But, man, it's just rough. Deals 1 damage to enemy line. Doesn't really matter if I attack them. Honestly, I think I might just do another thing. Alright, here we go. And that nonsense happens. There goes my armor. Can't seem to take that damn rabbit out. Ugh. Why do you hate taking out the rabbit? God, he puts it such a good way too, because they all have armor. I don't get enough of a boost. I hate this rabbit. I really do. Yeah. If Weekly does 5 damage to an enemy. God, how did it happen? His wolves do so much damage. I don't have any cards that do that high of damage. That's what destroys us. Actually, yeah, I don't even think I have any cards that does that much damage. Now his werewolves do 7 damage. Unbelievable. My wolf is exposed. My dragon is exposed, excuse me. Yeah, I died. Golly. Ugh. Do I really not have any cards that do that much damage? Fort energy line. I might have to at this point. Break Ryan Road. Break again, I guess. You guys are fine. They don't do as much as I hoped. Pick one out. Deals 1 damage to all enemies. Deals 1 damage to enemy line. Alright, increase armor to ally. Deals damage to enemy priority back lines. Yeah, I don't have anything like that. These flipping cards, man. They just do too much. Upon taking damage, deals 2 damage to enemy. Increase armor by 1 to self. No, man. Just don't do enough. It's because he has the wolf card that if it takes damage, gets stronger. To the point where it has like 6 or 7 damage. That's an immediate like creature destroyer. Unless I magically do damage to its dragon first. I'm just not getting lucky. If I don't do it after this, then we have to move on. God, that sucks. Play increase armor to myself, deal 3 damage in the line. Not that, not that. No, no, stop. Spearman. Front line. This freaking rabbit. Can you destroy the rabbit, please? Before I lose my spearman. Thank you. What was the rabbit's gone, man? Jeez, please. Alright, PC armor. Do one of these. I feel like a mage would be helpful. Oh, actually, I don't know. I feel like my armor's kind of done, so I might be losing a lot of people here. If I get another frontline fighter, increase armor to the allied row. They'll keep fighting too, which might be for the best. I was thinking about the mage because either the mage blows everyone up or blows one specific line, which I'm kind of leaning toward the latter, or the former, so I can blow everyone up. But at the same time, having another frontline fighter is good. Well, no, I have enough frontline fighters. Clearly, I'm not going for a whole healing thing. Screw it. Thank you. Yeah, okay. That's why I did the frontline fighter. Oh, maybe that's why I did mage. Ugh, okay, that's not what I wanted you to do. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Oh, what? Damn it, he didn't do the blow up everyone thing. The mage has not been helpful. Keep thinking he's gonna blow up everyone, but he doesn't do it. That could just hurt everyone. I should have went with a healer. Alright, at least we went straight for that. Thank God. Alright, frick the mage initiate. Those things. Okay. Oh, a couple blood hunters. Learn my lesson from this. Not that freaking rabbit's back. Oh, I lost my spearman immediately? What the flip? I lose him so quick. Holy moly. Oh, and he has so many of these. Heal enough. I'm just honestly, I don't know. I feel like he has healers, yeah, but my god, why 2 of these things? Freaking Tomos. I just have to win once too, that's the worst part. I can only do 1 card too, because I lost my spearman. I was not expecting to lose my spearman that freaking quickly. I don't know, and I'm not going for the mage initiate. It's not helpful. I don't know if I go for a healer that can only heal just 2, where your healers, honestly at this point, might as well just go all for attacking. 3 rabbits! Freaking great. That's so awesome. Can you guys just go for the main dragon? Never mind. I think we lost this one. Unless you go for the dragon. No, you didn't. I might die here. No, wrong guy! Why? Why didn't you go for the dragon? Damn it! Alright, go again. 1-1. Voice here. These 5 take damage, he takes damage too. With the squealy. Alright, that's better. Frontline fighter. Healer. Another attacker? This is gonna be the rough one because it beats all his stuff. Golly. All the beasts are better. Ugh. I don't know. Blood Hunter's good. Not doing the mage. Another healer's not bad either. That way you just get a little health back because I clearly am not doing much defense. I'll do it. Apparently you go first, but screw me, I guess. These Squealy, man, they're no joke. They do so much. They do way too much damage. Okay. And his beast is always back there. It's already so strong. That's crazy. Anytime he deals damage. Fine, but... okay. Anytime the Gweegly takes damage, they just get stronger. And they have so much health. That's a very good card. It's crazy, actually, how strong that is. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay. Might lose my my main armor guy. Freaking Gweeglies, man. No, wrong guy. Why? Why that one? Damn it! It goes for the wrong guys. And what's worse is that his dragon's taking damage, don't get me wrong, but I can't freaking get it. It's protected by a wall of wolves. You got one, but not the other problem. Yes, damn it, I knew it was gonna happen. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's the wall of wolves, man. I can't believe this freaking thing. Damn you! Flip you, Tomos! I'm not gonna play. I just want to, like, see. Is there, like... way to change up my cards, man? Also, I didn't get this. I just don't get enough. Increase power when all beast allies, deals 3 damage to an enemy. Deals 3 damage to an enemy line, deals 4 damage to an enemy. Actually, I might lie. I'm gonna take my mages out. They're just not helpful to me. They're not. They're really not. Upon taking damage, decrease power by 1 to an enemy. Deals 3 damage to an enemy. Deals power, increase power by 1 to an enemy. Deals 1 damage to an enemy. Actually, these might be helpful too. I lied. I think I might do it again. Weakens them doesn't work. Look, the mages, man, just do not help. Upon taking damage, deals 2 damage to enemy. Not really enough. Like, these are such a good combination of cards. I can't believe it. I'm clearly stubborn because I didn't want to make this whole episode be doing this whole card game. But golly, man. Addictive. We have 2 healers. Try this again. Fucking thing. What? Already? I thought it would lower it by passives. I thought its passive was once it's played, it lowers the power. Dude, that's so lame. I would have done it if I had known. I'm boned for this. Put your healers in front? Oh, okay. Well, good choice. Don't heal the There's your healers, but that's still a problem. Yeah. At least that's gone. Whoop-de-doo. Take out that friggin' dragon! Oh, wrong guy. Actually, that's probably fine too. Actually, we might have this. Yeah, actually, I think we do have this, surprisingly. How the flip did that happen? Yeah, we actually somehow did it. Wow, that's crazy. That was... Okay, well, I learned with that damn thing. Okay, the shield one, huh? No, the Wiggly, here we go. When played, increase power by 1 to all allies, deals 2 damage. When played, increase 1 to the front lines, deals a damage. Or a spearman. A spearman's probably the better idea. Oh, both of them? Great. Love it. Take out that one. It's the Gweegly. If I could get this win. Okay. Answer. Oh, here we go. I don't have any of those, unfortunately. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that extra sucks. Yeah. Yeah. How does mine do the 1/1 thing? Oh, it doesn't do that. Okay, at least the rabbits, one of the rabbits are gone. Now they're gonna be tanky as hell. I'm gonna take all the damage. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, I traded because of the freaking thing. More damage it does, the more damage I take too. Lame. Yeah, all my frontline fires are gone. These rabbits are gone too. He still has 2 of these. One of these wolves does 5 damage. Could be dead here. I don't take this wolf out, which I can't because I only do... No, it's not enough. I'm dead. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I knew. Because I couldn't take out the wolf. It just does... I wish I could control where it attacks. Like, I see it ahead of time. I'm like, okay, if it attacks this this top one, we got it. It doesn't. I'm like, damn it. Alright, now we switch here, huh? No, 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 I need a fighter. Oh, you have that? Great. Here we go. Alright, that's a start, but not a good start. That does a lot. This again, there goes the freaking rabbit. Everyone's favorite. There we go. Does a lot of damage. They start with 8? That's crazy. They have so much health. Okay, well that's one problem down. That Gweegly down there, both of them are still bad. Yeah, I lost my spearman. I get this though. Wrong guy. Actually, my guy's exposed. That's not good. That's one less problem. 2 less problems. But my guy's... Oh, actually, wait. I forgot. I'm the tanky dragon. Never mind. I thank God. I don't know why I thought I was the Drake. Oh, we got this. Yes! Unless he takes me out first. Get him, boys. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. Jesus. Oh my God, man. That was such an ordeal. Oh. I was scared for a minute, and then I was like, wait, I have the tank dragon. Thank God. Oh, I got the Gweegly now? But not the stupid rabbit? Alright, whatever. Man, hold on. I'm doing that again. I deserve a mic connect after that. Holy moly. I can actually play a little of the game. I didn't do any fighting. Well, outside of the game. Not that I don't regret it. This game's fun. Holy mackerel. Hello? There's some items over here. Resurrection powder. I do want to try this little sun staff I have at least once before I get out of here. Can I go upstairs, or is there too much roll in the way? There's too much roll in the way. Okay. Actually, there's an enemy around here. I just saw it. Here, let's try something real quick. Let's fight. Try out the sun staff. What are these things? Will revive after a certain amount of time after death. and has thick armor. Reduces damage taken when unbroken by 50. When broken, take 300. What? It comes back? And they all have it? What the flip ever? We have to take these things out immediately. Oh yeah, I have new moves. I forgot the knife thingy. Deals range physical damage to an enemy that will chain up to 2 more times. Give a chance to inflict bleed. Generates a mana if the target has the bleed status. Deals range physical damage to an enemy and inflicts bleed. When empowered, inflicts 3 stacks of bleed. Generates 1 mana if the target has the bleed status. Alright, I guess. Restores health to all allies after a period of time. After a period of time? Can I boost that? Doesn't do anything different. Okay. Sure. I think we're gonna need it. This one's gonna be a rough one. I just have a feeling. Alright. So I guess that will heal us after a period of time. Here, I'll boost everyone, because I have a funny feeling I'm gonna need it. I got you guys. Uh-oh. Oh, dodged both of those. Okay. They were fast at me. That scared me, that sound effect, but I'll take it. Also, when does this healing effect kick in? I mean, whatever, so... Okay, so not Earth, I guess. Not Light. Or Lightning. Then Fire? Not Fire. I'm really kind of nervous about the whole revives after a period of time thing. Unless I can just straight up get rid of it. Removes all buffs from an enemy. I mean, it's got a lot. Well, not really a lot, but can I take the revive? I think that's the question. I want to try it. I don't think I do. Yeah, it's still... Oh, actually. Oh, it did! It took the revival! God, I wish they'd let me keep it. So that's the way I have to do it. I have to just take their abilities. Don't really have anything too negative. I have the Earth Shield thing going on here. Don't really have anything going on, so... Oh, there's the morning sun. That's kind of not worth it. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Alright, I figured it was. I'm gonna try to me 2 more times. Or I can just, you know, do this. I don't have the Dark Staff anymore. Right, I put that away to focus on healing. If that's the case. Who's positive status? Can I get rid of your positive status? And focus on you. Oh, it's weak to darkness. Okay, so I can get rid of their... Oh! He turned to stone. Wait. Huh? Will eventually become petrified if not cured? It looks the same as that. Why is it... Okay, that's stupid. Or at the very least, thank God I could take away their revival. That's at least a blessing. I could have taken it already. It's just... Oh, wrong thing. I'm just gonna do it already. No one needs revival. I probably should cure Idwal. Can't get rid of it myself. Deals earth damage to enemies will tremble, will become fractured. Sure. Right, no revival for you. Ow. That was a lot. That was a lot of poise damage. Holy moly. Look at me petrified at this rate, though. I throw on you. Uh-oh. Have to get rid of that. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of all that jazz. Can I get rid of everyone's at once? Oh, wrong thing. I think it's restoration. Source poise move negative from all allies. Yes. Don't turn to stone yet. Oh, well, if I had known you were going to go to war mode, I would have done yours and save the energy. Oh. There we go. Over petrifying hair. Let's boost this up and do some... Actually, we might be able to take you out. Do it. Almost broken. Okay, the sun shield, or the sun shield, the sun staff's okay. Restores health to allies at a period of time. I mean, I guess it can be useful for like a delayed thing, so I can have cars focus on other stuff, knowing I have a healing going. But, it's kind of eh. I think what I was doing already was fine. You're not done from that? All right, well, now you are. Yeah, okay. The staff's kind of eh. Also, just wanted to get that level up really quickly done with. All right. I did take a majority of that time doing the... Ooh, let me grab the time and I'll call it. I did take a majority of the time doing that car game. But you know what? On the next episode, we're going to explore Llanllwch. Anything done this episode? I talked about my life, played a car game that everyone now knows I'm seriously stubborn with, and found out that the staff sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It's definitely like, okay, nothing in this game sucks. Everything's got its usefulness. Some are definitely more useful than others. What I definitely need to do is go back to like some of these other stuff. Focus card. Yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to think like what else I can give her, but I don't really have anything. Use healing power by 10. Yeah, I think this will have to do for now. What is the cooldowns of all abilities? For her or for others? You know what? We'll worry about that next time. All right, folks. Thank you all for tuning in for this episode. You know, actually, I think I did pretty successful for this. That card game was rough. I got the Weekly card. Hopefully that'll be helpful going forward. I'm surprised I still didn't get that one little rabbit card, which worries me. But yeah, on the next episode, we're going to explore Llanllwch, and hopefully we'll finally get some proper answers to what's going on. Hopefully we'll get to finally expose what the hell Lord Thornfeld's up to, and maybe we'll finally get some closure for these guys. Most likely not. It's probably not going to happen this chapter. But like I said, based off what I found out, we're already on the second to last, so things are going to probably start escalating. Not that they haven't already. And hopefully we'll be able to get some better equipment. I really feel like I should definitely work on my... I don't know. I could farm a little bit, but I don't feel like I get enough experience to warrant farming. Like, I see skill trees. I like skill trees. When I see skill trees with a bunch of abilities, I'm like, V's gotta get it. I gotta go for it all. But it's got to the point where I'm like, I don't honestly know if I'll be able to get every skill. And the problem is, I think to myself, okay, I could just go back and fight some enemies, which I have done. I've done a couple of fights off camera, but I don't get enough experience for some of them. And I'm wondering if it's one of those games, maybe it's just the area I went to, or maybe it's just the enemies I ran into, or whatever. But I don't know if this is one of those games where it's not really wanting you to do too much grinding. And if that's the case, then that's a great thing, because I get to focus on the story, which I like. But at the same time, I also am not liking, because I like grinding. I like farming. Like, you guys may not know. Actually, no, you guys have watched me for a minute. You guys know some of the games I play. I play games like Persona and Shin Megami, and I did things like like Pokemon and Tokyo Xanadu. So you guys know when it comes to like grinding and putting in some effort for stuff. I like it because I get to see the fruits of my labor. And don't get me wrong, I definitely am seeing the fruits of all this labor I'm going through. I just feel like I'm greedy. I feel like I just wish I had more stuff. But I don't know. We are still just early on in chapter 7. Like, you saw the title card and everything. So we'll see what happens. Maybe next episode will solve all my worries. We'll see. And hopefully we'll get some answers to why Idwal is such a pain in the butt. No, I'm kidding. Again, if you enjoy this content, the lovely sound of my voice, or support me in my endeavors, please make sure to follow and subscribe on my Twitch or my YouTube. I am trying to reach a goal before the end of the year. I am trying to grow and not just be some random streamer. Not that I have anything against random streamers and content creators, but I do think that I have what it takes to be a really good content creator. I mean, hell, I've been doing this for the past couple of years, so no one's completely hating me yet, so I like to think I have a start. But otherwise, thank you all so... And I didn't pop on the mic, never mind. I was trying to do a whole bit. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode.